Subject Maths Standard 4. Students, today we are going to learn about the topic geometrical figures. Let's see what is the meaning of geometry. Geometry is a branch of mathematics that deals with shape, size, position of figures and properties of space. Around 2300 years back, to a man named Euclid. Euclid was a great mathematician and was known as the father of geometry. In 300 BC, he wrote a book in which he organized and proved all the knowledge of geometry we have till date. Geometry is the English translation of the Greek word geometron, where geo means earth and metron means measurement. Geometry has applications in the field of architecture, astronomy, designing clothes and machinery. In fact, geometry has applications in almost all spheres of life, and this all begins with a point. Let's see a conversation between three friends.
What is this after class duty? Why can't we just go home?
Seriously, I have to run to my tuitions and I have not even finished my homework.
Come on, it will be fun. Huh? Let us see what we have got here. Flags, chalk dust.
So, what are you going to do?
Decorate the race tracks, I guess. That is what ma'am said. Put flags.
So, where do you start? Did she mention any specific point?
Point? No, she did not mention any point. What is a point?
Let me explain.
A point is an exact location. In geometry, a point is shown as a dot. A point has no exact length, breadth or thickness. It has no size or shape. It is generally used to locate an exact position. A point is named by using a capital letter. Here, the 3 points are named A, B and C. A group of points can be collinear or non-collinear. When 3 or more than 3 points lie on the same line, they are called collinear points. Here, points P, Q and R are collinear points. But when 3 or more than 3 points are not on the same line, they are called non-collinear points. Here, the 5 points D, E, A, B and F do not lie on the same line, hence the points are non-collinear.
I remember ma'am saying that the flags of each house need to be put in one straight line from one end to the other end of the path. I think that is what you meant when you asked points, right Dhruv?
Yes, exactly. Let me now explain you how to understand a line geometrically.
A line is a set of points joined along a straight path. It has no ends and extends endlessly in opposite directions. Thus, arrow marks are drawn on the both sides to show that it never ends. A line cannot be measured. The given line can be read as line AB or as line BA. It can be written as AB or BA with the double-headed line over it. So let's say this point is point A and the other end is point B. Now let us take these 2 points and join them along a straight path. The straight path drawn to join 2 points is called a line segment. It has 2 end points and a fixed length which can be measured. We can even say that a line segment is a part of line which has a fixed length. The given line segment can be read as line segment AB or BA. It can be written as segment AB or segment BA.
Interesting, but I have always considered a line segment to be a line. The assembly line in the morning is also actually a line segment because it has ends, right?
Right. Oh, I remembered another interesting thing about line segments.
A line segment which extends endlessly in one direction is called a ray. Have you noticed the rays of the sun? They start from the light source, which is the sun, and go on endlessly in one direction. A ray has only one end point and does not have a fixed length. Hence, it cannot be measured. The above ray can be read as ray AB. It cannot be read as ray BA. The first letter should be the end point letter. It is called its initial point. It can be written as ray AB.
Fun, right?
I just read this rule book regarding the length of the racetrack, and there are 100 meter, 200 meter, and 500 meter racetracks.
The racetrack is also a line segment. And measuring line segments is not a difficult job, Kabir.
We can measure line segment using a ruler. First, let us start with small lengths. Let us measure this line segment AB using a ruler. Here, we will use a centimeter scale as a ruler. Place the 0 mark of the ruler along one end of the line segment, that is point A. The marking on the ruler at which the line ends, that is the marking at point B, give us the measure of the line segment. Here, the line segment AB measures 8 cm. We can even measure a line segment using a divider. Consider this line PQ. Place the pointed ends of each arms of the divider on the end of the line segment. Leave the divider carefully from the top without moving its arms and place it on the ruler with one end of the divider on the 0 mark. The marking on the ruler where the other arm of the divider points to is the measure of the line segment. Here, the line segment PQ measures 4 cm. Now I will tell you how to draw a line segment of any given measure. See, we need to draw a line segment of 6 cm. Follow these steps. Place the ruler on the paper and mark a point against 0 cm. Name the point as A. Count from 0 cm till 6 cm and mark a point B at 6. Hold the scale firmly and join a straight line segment to join point A and B. Following the above steps, you can draw line segment of any given measures. Now let us get a little more complex. Let us see how to draw a line segment measuring 8.4 cm. Look at the ruler closely. The ruler has marking in centimeters. Each centimeter is divided into 10 smaller divisions. Each small divisions is equal to 1 millimeter. So, 1 centimeter equal to 10 millimeter. 8.4 centimeter is 8 centimeter and 4 millimeters. First, mark point C against 0 centimeter. Count up to 8 centimeter on the ruler to show 8 centimeter and count ahead 4 small divisions after 8 to show 8.4 centimeters. Mark the point and name it as point D. So, the line segment CD measures 8.4 centimeter.
Oh my god!
I came to help you. Do not worry, Isha. They are just parallel lines. We'll draw them back.
Parallel lines? What do you mean?
There are different types of lines, Kabir. Let me explain.
There are 3 types of lines. First, intersecting lines. Two lines which meet at a common point are called intersecting lines. Here, line AD and line BC intersect at a common point O. The letter X, a pair of scissors, and the intersecting junction on the roads are the examples of intersecting lines. Lines which never meet and are always at an equal distance from each other are called parallel lines. Here, line AB and line CD are parallel to each other as they are at an equal distance from each other and they do not meet. The railway track is a great example of parallel lines. Other examples are strip on a shirt, the lines on the page of a notebook. Two lines which intersect and make a right angle at a common point are called perpendicular lines. Line PQ and line RS intersect at point O and make a right angle at point O. Thus, line PQ and line RS are perpendicular to each other. The arrangement of the wooden stick of a kite is an example of perpendicular lines. Other examples are edges of a table or photo frame.
Which you were worried about are parallel lines. So, we will look at one line and finish the other lines by drawing lines parallel to the first one. Okay, Kabir?
Yes. So, Isha, now that you have come all the way, help us in our work.
So, today we have learned how to identify a point, a line segment, and a ray. To measure a line segment, to draw a line segment, to identify different types of lines. Now your homework is draw a point, a line segment, a ray, and different types of lines in your notebook. Hopefully you enjoy today's class. Thank you.